Good morning. Today is the 2nd of October, 2022, and um, it's 2 days to go before the operation, and my anxiety comes and goes in waves. If I dwell on it too much, the concept that I needed a specialist of his caliber who's doing the operation. Sometimes that it affects the mind. It's like really like I couldn't just get a local uh, optometrist to do the work. I actually had to get the head of Ontario, who's actually known in the Parliament of Canada. He's that big of a deal. He's invented procedures and stuff like that. But anyways, if I think and dwell too much on, wow, I had to go that high up, it works on my mind and not in the best way. Um, and of course, having the 50-50 chance of success doesn't make me any calmer. But what I want to concentrate on today is I need to distract myself. And what I've been finding a very good distraction over the past couple of days has been two news stories I'm following. One for the sheer amusement of it, and the second one for the sheer exhilaration of it. All right. The amusement part is UK politics, believe it or not. It's an ongoing story that started in 16. So, what that makes it a 6 year shit show. I don't know how else to put it. All right. So, collectively, the UK, the Brits, decided, you know what, we are going to tank our economy because we want to. All right, so they had a referendum. Yes, let's destroy our economy. Apparently, that's what they decided. At the time, I remember thinking, you know, really? Like, hey, I'm not an economist. But everyone's an economist because everyone knows how to budget. Everyone knows how business works. Even if you're just Joe Schmo, you know that you pay for things and the way money flows. I don't know. Everyone has a household budget, and, right? I mean, that's life. Meanwhile, these guys decided that let's tank all our trading partners, kick them out, and hope for the best because we're extraordinary and special. Okay. So that was 6 years ago. To tell the truth, I assumed that they were going to have a collective sigh of, maybe we should, yeah, okay, we want to ditch our trading partners. Why? Because of the reasons, I guess. Who knows why they decided to go for that route. But I really thought they were going to find a middle way. We'll stay in the common market, but we'll be special. The way they were always in a special category when they were in the EU. Anyways, and then what? Then they elected Johnson. And it's like, okay. And to tell the truth, he didn't disappoint. I was going, really? Okay, they had Corbyn or him, so I guess I can sort of see why. But with that kind of majority, okay, it is what it is. Anyways, the buffoon acted the buffoon, and he had to be kicked out. Got it. All right. So now I'm thinking, okay, so now they had the little fun. They destroyed their economy and it's continually crashing. But now, they got rid of the buffoon. Now they're going to smarten up. And then they hired Liz Truss. Oh my God, 3 weeks. It took her 3 weeks to tank her economy. I'm like, and I'm just a guy. Like, I don't know. I've got like some college education. I know stuff, and I know enough about tanking economies and how that's not going to be very helpful to the people. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because her program for success is to cut taxes for the rich, and good luck. They actually think that by cutting taxes, they're going to make more in taxes, which, okay, I'm not an economist. I told you guys. And maybe if an economist actually watches this, explain that to me. How can cutting your tax revenue give you more taxes? I get it. You think that they're going to be spending, But actually, if you cut for the little guy, and they're cutting a little bit for him, I got that, but they'll be spending more on stuff that other more people build. More, there's not that many people that buy yachts, but a lot of people buy stuff like fridges and toasters and stuff like that. Anyways, I thought it would be a daily chuckle. It turns out that it's actually kind of a hourly chuckle. I'm constantly scrolling and finding something else to laugh about. Like really, like now the pound is the lowest it's ever been since they've been recording it, and I find it funny. I find it just funny that collectively these people decided to jump off a cliff and see what happens. Okay. Now, enough of this trust. The second story, which I'm following, and this is another one that it's fascinating and exhilarating for me. The Ukraine war, and the way I see it, and it's actually the way Putin sees it. To tell the truth, it's the West versus the Ruskies. I was raised in the shadow of the Cold War, where the evil Ruskies were always threatening nuclear war. In the back of my mind, yes, it was a high intensity standoff for 40 years and all that. I grew up under that. I really just, as nuts as they were, I actually never worried too much about the nuclear event. If it were to happen, I figured, like, I don't know, people are people. And why would you want to nuke and start a nuclear? It just makes no sense. So I never really bought into, yes, the probability was there, but the concept of it was a bridge too far. And then they got Putin. And Putin actually, if he's not going to use them, which I'm on the fence, I'm on 50-50, would he use it? I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Let me put it that way. But I do think, and like one of the stories going on right now is they're having that nuclear facility, even though it's down. The Russians are using it as a nuclear shield. They're hiding behind it, firing at the Ukrainians, hoping. And I tell you, in my opinion, I would not be surprised if they lose it, that they will blow it up and have a nuclear accident, as they would say, and of course blame it on the Ukrainians and whatnot. It is what it like. It's another fascinating story. Which again, hey, what they just took Le Mans yesterday, which is again like I've been following that story for what about 2-3 weeks since the counterattack has happened. And I find it fascinating that on a daily basis they have all the maps and all the talking heads are explaining it. Some of them are the soldiers, some of them are politics. I find that very fascinating and a great distraction for what's going on and what will be going on in 2 days. So anyways, just a little bit more of what's behind the patch and how I'm coping with these next 2 days. And more or less, I'm okay. I'm still, obviously, I'm okay with it. Tomorrow, the process begins. I'm doing the blood work and of course now I'm thinking about it. And now all of a sudden, it was a great distraction for the past 9 minutes. And now I'm like, Anyways, that's it for me today. I just wanted to let you guys see what's going on in here. And I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a good day.